former presidential candidate, a former presidential candidate of the Alliance for Democracy in the 1999 elections, Falae, has said equity and fairness demand that a president of Igbo extraction should emerge in 2023, but the action of the people of the Southeast ahead of the polls that produced Olusegun Obasanjo as president could make Yorubas not to support their aspirations next year. Afenifere has thrown its weight behind the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, but Falae, who denied knowledge of the Pan-Yoruba organization on the former Anambra State governor, said it is fair for Obi to emerge. He said, although as a Yoruba man, he shouldn't have thrown his weight behind a Southeast candidate, given the role they played in 1999 when other regions conceded the presidency to Yorubas. Only the Igbos refused and rather contested in the primaries at both the PDP, People's Democratic Party, and the Alliance for Democracy. Falae, a former Minister of Finance, said, I am an Afenifere, but as far as I am aware, Afenifere has not taken a position as an organization on a presidential candidate. That is the position. I did say sometimes ago that the Yoruba as a people are not morally obliged to vote for an Igbo presidential candidate, because in 1999, when the rest of the Nigeria conceded the presidency to Yoruba because of MKO Abiola's issue, it was only the Igbo who did not. I had to defeat Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezefe in the Alliance for Democracy to become the candidate for the AD and APP. Olusegun Obasanjo had to defeat Dr. Alex Ekwueme in the PDP to become a candidate. The Igbo were the only ones that opposed both of us in our respective parties. They did not concede to us along with other Nigerians. However, if you are a fair-minded Yoruba person, you will realize that there are three legs to the political tribals in Nigeria: the Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbo. Which will be Hausa Fulani? The first two have been presidents, and so equity requires that the Igbo should be president. So if you are a fair-minded Yoruba person like I am, then you will vote for the Igbo based on equity. I don't understand. This man is just contradicting himself. No, see, for the fact that you are bringing that caveat, definitely you are neither here nor there. You are just trying to stay on the fence. That's just the way I'm seeing it. They did this, they did that. Then you shouldn't. The best thing, there's no point if you believe that they did or they offended you or they didn't cooperate with you. There's no point supporting them. Just forget about equity and go along this your tribal position, because you guys always bring. We are talking of Nigeria is not good. Nigeria is not better. Nigeria is not doing this. You are talking about tribe. Who has tribe helped now? Now see Buhari now. Tell me whether his people are enjoying him, apart from politicians who get a juicy appointment. But when we talk about people, we talk about those ones on the streets, the regular Nigerian people or the regular northerners. Are they enjoying them? It's all about a religion. They will tell you, oh, don't talk about religion, talk about competency. Don't talk about ethnicity, talk about competency. Now you are bringing this. No, are you not even trying to sow a seed of discord? Just stay on your lane. Oh, they didn't support you. There's no point supporting them. But say, oh, for equity, you should do this, you should do that. And Afenifere has not taken position. Adebanjo has already said it. Because of equity and what have you, because you guys are divided. There's not even point. We are talking of individuals. We are talking of individuals. Stay with what you believe in. Don't let anybody, or don't even deceive yourself by saying that if you want to go by what Igbos did for you, to you wouldn't have even accepted it. Then forget it. Is it all about tribe? These are the same people that spoiled this country. Once they begin to get older or they are not getting any meaningful position, they will now begin to act like elder statesmen. You shouldn't have even brought this in the first place, because you don't expect to tell a Yoruba person who wants to vote to be hearing this kind of a thing, and you expect the person to clap and say, oh, no, I want to go and support Igbo. But that is not the issue. As old as you people are, you're not supposed to be talking about ethnicity and what have you. If you don't believe in somebody, you don't believe in the person. Who has a religion or who has a ethnicity helped? How has it helped us in this country? You are neither here nor there. He has set the record straight for those of Igbo people who always say the Igbo voted for Yoruba in 1999. I respect Olufalaye for his stand to be Obidati, but the 1999 things he made a little mistake there. For me, I am a student of that era to the core, so let us forget it for now and be obedient. After all the end of the 90s, only you and Obasanjo stands, and we Igbos choose Obasanjo over you, Baba Olufalaye. Maybe that is what he's talking about. So the two of them were there, and they chose Obasanjo. So what are we talking about? Maybe because he didn't vote for him. Maybe that's why he's even complaining. Igbo man stepped down for him in 1999. Maybe he has forgotten that Ugbonaya Ono and Igbo man stepped down. You see, you just want to go and open some kind of old wounds, and meanwhile you are making mistake in some of the things you are saying. Please, sir, your statement is making me regret voting for you in the 1999 election, which your party won convincingly in my local government in Imo State. As an elder statesman, it's not every comment one has to make, because sometimes silence is golden, which is true. But no, you are telling, if a Yoruba person and you want the person to be happy with this statement you have made, are you trying to unite people, or you are trying to, you know, make people feel bad about other people? This is, you are not, at the end of the day, he's saying, for equity's sake, Obi can emerge, but if they think, oh no, they talk now. All this one they will tell you, see, they be old people. Ha! We are not in 1999. The whole Nigeria is united under obedience movements to rescue this nation from SP and PDP thieves. It's not all Nigerians, so you are making mistake. That is how it ought to be, but unfortunately, you see some people turning towards other places. So it is not all Nigerians, because, oh my God, something is really right. Something is really wrong somewhere. By God, don't talk. Please, we are united. This is not time for this, because this country is bleeding. I'm a Yoruba and I'm voting competent, not tribe. So, sir, kindly go and rest. You don't even know how Nigerians have been suffering. Igbos voted Obasanjo, voted Awolowo massively. So what else are you looking for? What else do you want? This is rubbish. I am an Igbo man. I consciously supported and happily voted for Falae. So what trash is he talking about? I don't understand though, because maybe because Obasanjo won him. Obasanjo is a Yoruba person. You say a Yoruba person, they still vote to now. So what can be the problem? You are just wasting your time on rubbish. As old man, Obasanjo that was the president is not even saying this, but you that did contest is saying nonsense. Old things are passed away, and behold, we are in the new time and not living in the past. This is the appointed time for change. Our way of doing to change our way of doing things before. We individuals are suffering right now in Nigeria. We need someone that will rescue us for all this mess. And by God's grace, Peter Obi is the right man among all the candidates that comes out. Let us support him. He has what it takes to take us to the promised land like Joshua, but still need Jesus. Good line of thought. The only problem is that the Igbos are not trustworthy or dependable due to their selfishness. So now you can't be dependable. The ones where they dependable now, we can see where they have led the country. That you contested primary with someone is now a crime, and after that they voted for you. So don't even want to contest with anyone, Abi. What kind of thinking these our elders are thinking? They just want their children to be in history, to be in unnecessary enmity. Igbos voted for Basanjo, voted for Abiola. What are you saying? An old man. You have forgotten that Egbonaya almost stepped down for you. No, you no go remember that one. You no go remember that one. Support whoever you want. The current wave now is the movement of the masses. Anybody you want support them. You must be lower than an animal in thinking. You are trying to backtrack the Yoruba nation. Forget tribal sentiments. Nigeria needs to move forward. Yoruba people have a virus mind that is killing Nigeria. Okay, let Yoruba people don't vote for Peter Obi and let Yoruba nation move forward. Let's see. Pretty soon, ludicrously delusional Igbos will make up from their nightmare. Okay, hallucination to the stark reality that say Nigerians will not be so naive to foolishly hand over their country to an Igbo Biafran Peter Obi who is camouflaging as a politician. But a Buhari is there supporting Boko Haram, supporting Esme, supporting his work in disguise, giving them a repentance. I'm sure you are really enjoying it because they never even, of course, they don't even enter southwest, so na go hear am. No, you do something that is bad, it is good for that to accept it, but when somebody else should do that, you begin to complain, and that is exactly what you do. See, I just pray to God that God should just settle as many that He wants to settle. Everybody who wants to stand, any other people who want to go in the way of the direction of the evil people, you don't want to see the light. You want to go with them. Good and fine. Congratulations to you. That is just my own point of view. Two Yoruba cannot win the presidential election at the same time in the same election. I don't understand though. Was it a coronation or election without contesting with an opposition? Would you call it an election? Is Igbo asking Tinubu not to contest now? Did Igbo not voted for Obasanjo? Yoruba, when they lost out in the PDP primary, you should better put it that you would not support Igbo because they did not support your presidential aspiration, not using Yoruba to fight for your personal issue. I don't know. You are a disgrace. This man, Obasanjo, is like obedient today. Igbo for Obasanjo, not you. Can imagine. Hmm.